So what do you think the minimum amount of time is? If I'm looking to roll out a marketing campaign, this is a common problem, I think, with entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs. You say, hey, I got $100. I'm going to throw it at a Facebook ad. It didn't work. Ads don't work. How long do we need to actually roll out an ad campaign to actually get any sort of reasonable intel back?
Yeah, your campaigns, some people will say 3 months, but I really try to go for 4, maybe 6. But I think you can get some decent intelligence if you have a team that's really, executing and optimizing campaigns. I think a 4-month time frame is pretty good, because then you're not always, what if you started a campaign in November and then you're dealing with sort of that seasonality in December and January, and you're like, oh, the numbers look a little weird. So, 4 months is a good time frame in my opinion. And I've had many cases where folks like, oh, I only have a couple bucks, and I tell people 9 times out of 10, if you don't have enough money to spend, which in my opinion, depending on the size of the organization, you should be spending at least $1,000 to $1,500, really $1,500 a month. If you're going to, when I say, per month, I mean, per channel. So Facebook, $1,500, Google Ads, $1,500. And again, that all is predicated on the geographic set, what your objectives are, what your goals are. Are you trying to, generate leads? Or are you trying to generate phone calls? What's the KPI that you're really honing on, key performance indicator that you're trying to hone in on? But it can't be $100 campaign, and it has to be at least 4 months for sure. Because that way you can have that intelligence to then scale your company, in that moment.
Obviously it's really important that you actually have something to sell on the back end. I don't want to make it sound like super obvious, but you don't want to run ads unless you have something to gauge the return on, right? Because if one ad lands and that's a $50,000 client, well, you can allocate a larger budget to that, right? So,
right. And to your point, that's why, being able to set up conversion tracking and, having, being able to say, okay, well, I know that this ad, produced this particular conversion or these lead gen forms, or for my paid advertising, I know that these keywords are the ones that generated phone calls or leads when I set up conversion tracking.
Thanks for watching Mark Savant Media. Here we're going to help you create a better content in less time and turn that attention into income. If you love this video, you're going to love these videos here. Click the one. Me and my team specially selected this just for you. Click the link. Check out the video. I'll catch you here next time on Mark Savant Media. Peace.